You want to become better trading in the market? Every Monday, I want you to have a goal. And let's start with one, since Monday's coming now. I want you to grab every single losing trade you experienced last week. Every single losing trade, traders. I want you to add up all the losses and divide the sum by the total of losing trades. All right? So I want you to take all of your losing trades, add them. I lost $80 here. I lost $50 on this trade. I lost $200 on this trade. I lost $125. Add all the losses up. You get one giant number, right? Now take that number and divide that number by the number of losing trades. And let's say there were 20 trades. So take that number and divide that number, that total loss for the week, divide it by the number of trades. You're going to get your average losing trade, your average loss per trade. Average loss per trade. Now that you have that number, starting tomorrow, I want you to vow to yourself and do it day by day, and even break it down further, trade by trade. Every trade you go into, this is your promise. I am going to do every trade this week at 1/2 of my average loss from last week. Let's say your average losing trade last week was $125. That's the average you came up with. Starting Monday, starting tomorrow, $125, right? $75 is half of that. Okay? No, maybe let's say it's $150. That makes the number easy. So $150. So $75 is half of that. So you're going to take $75 is your new law this week. I will not lose more than $75 on any given trade. I want you to go into your following week. I want you to go into the week starting Monday saying, I don't care what the winning trades are this week. That's not my focus. I don't care whether I make money or lose money this week. That's not my focus. My sole purpose in life, starting Monday morning, is to never take a loss this entire week greater than 1/2 of the average loss that I took last week. And practice this. Practice your discipline on things like this. If you have a goal every single Monday, an achievable goal every single Monday that you actually get accomplished, that you actually can say, by the end of Trading Friday, I did this. Do you know what that's going to do for your level of discipline? That it is impossible to emerge out of that week not being a different individual, not being a different trader, because you're more disciplined. You've carried out a task from start to finish. And this revolutionizes who you are. This is the metamorphosis week by week that we go through. Most people in this game are looking for trading success to fall out of the sky. They're doing nothing on Monday morning to change anything. They're going into every single week the same person that they were last week. But how can success happen this way? It just doesn't happen magically one day. It doesn't fall from the sky one day. You've got to put the work into this, traders. You've got to do things starting every single morning that make sure that you are not the same trader on Friday afternoon that you were on Monday morning of the same week. And do this week after week after week, and it will be impossible to not progress. It will be impossible to not rise. It will be impossible to not improve. The lack of improvement, the lack of progress is because there's nothing being done to make you different from who you were last week. No one wants to put this work in, but this is the work that leads to mastery. It just doesn't appear magically, traders. Most people are in this game are just living the same day all over again. Do you understand? That it's one big, long, never-ending, boring Monday. If they allow their Monday, the same losing Monday, to spill over into Tuesday, they call it Tuesday, but it's really Monday repeated again. And then they wake up on Wednesday morning and they call the day Wednesday, but in reality, it's Monday all over again. 5 days of Monday. No change, no tweaks, no discipline, no growth, no progress. And it's these individuals, in the grand scheme of things, that give my industry a bad name. Because despite not doing anything, despite not applying what I'm telling you to apply here, they will blame someone else for their lack of progress. They will blame the game. They will call the game a scam. They will call Oliver a scam. That's easier than living up to the reality that I did nothing to make myself different. You know that most people have no idea what discipline really is. Discipline is nothing more than the ability to keep your own word to yourself. That's what discipline is. I will not lose more than $75 on any given trade this next entire week. That is a promise you're making to yourself. That is you creating the law. That is you putting your word on the line. And let me ask you this. If you can't keep your own promises to your own self, what chance do you ever have of keeping your promises to your wife, your husband, your children, your community at large, your personal God? Zero. It first starts with you. Learn to keep your word. Learn to keep your promises to yourself. Practice this in every area of your life. Practice it when it comes to keeping your desk clean, making up your freaking bed, waking up at a specific time every single day. Whatever it is, because discipline improved in one thing is discipline improved throughout your entire life. I'm constantly reminding you that trading is inextricably intertwined with life as a whole. It's a microcosmic version of life as a whole. Do you realize that the characteristics that make you a responsible, profitable trader are the same characteristics that make you a successful anything in life? Knowing when to cut your losses, knowing when to cut bad relationships, knowing when to double down and add to a position, knowing when to take half off and let the other half ride, knowing when to bypass an opportunity because it's not right for you, even though there's potential money there. Knowing when to make a small bet versus a medium-sized bet. Knowing when to put all the chips on the line and risk it all. These are life skills that will help you be a master, not just at trading, but at life in general. The same characteristics lie on both sides, trading and life.